Welcome to the Twin Coaches Podcast. Your host Mario, and I'm back with another episode. Today, y'all been complaining this and I didn't get females on here, so hey, I'm doing y'all a good favor. So I got track runner Ansley, I got Gabby, track runner, and we gonna give y'all something to talk about, something to think about, something to enjoy about, something to listen about. You did? So how y'all doing?
Good.
I'm doing great. Yeah. Blessed.
Yeah, I'm with that. It's a blessing to have y'all on here and take the time out y'all day to get on here and stuff like that. So
thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
So what y'all do? Like what y'all run? What else y'all do?
I run the short sprints, so the 60, the 100, and the 200.
Okay, and I run the 400. I'm a, what's it called? A long sprinter.
Yeah.
So 400 meters is one lap, and then 200 meters.
Okay, so like y'all, cause y'all played college, right track. So like y'all gotta love it. Like what's the joy of running college track?
Okay, I'm gonna go first. I'm not gonna lie, like college track from high school track was like a very big difference. Especially like juggling meets on the weekends, sometimes week-long meets, and just school. Like it's a lot, because I be taking tests at meets, I swear to God. But it's just I love it. Yeah. It's so much fun. It's a lot of experiences that come with it, like especially the traveling, the people who come with it. I run repros now, so like I'm literally having the best time of my life. Yeah. So I wouldn't win it no other way.
I didn't compete this year. I redshirted because of my injuries. I've been dealing with injuries for like the past year and a half, 2 years really. I think it's going on 2 years now. But you know, I still gotta like show up and practice and be part of the team. Like I can't just take a break and not do anything just because I'm not competing. But yeah, it's hard, like 6:30 a.m. practice, 8 a.m. weights, a full day of classes, then you got study hall, tutoring, like it's a lot. And like I wasn't even competing, so I can't even imagine like being out of town every single weekend. Like it's a lot. It's definitely a difference from high school track for sure.
Yeah, that was another question I was gonna ask. Like, what's the transformation going from high school to college? Like,
man, 3 practices a day, waking up early as hell just to practice. But like, I feel like it's some benefits that come out of it, like just time management, like knowing how to be on the schedule. It's like preparing you for the real world.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. You had injuries, right?
I had an injury, yes. Okay, so I fractured my foot back in like March, I think. And I had to redshirt my outdoor season. Luckily, I get the outdoor season again, but that was tough because we got a new coach, and I was doing the best I had ever did before, and like so I was really looking forward to like my freshman year at Kennesaw State. But you know, I just told myself like, you know, God has a plan for me. You know, that's just how it's supposed to happen. But I'm back and I'm better.
Yeah, that was another thing I was gonna say. Like, what was some mental battles y'all had to go through, knowing that y'all. Like track is different. Like I know that's like me playing football. I know you get an injury. I mean, like it's a team thing. So like track is more of a single sport, and I know like it's hard not knowing that you can't run. So like, what's some mental things y'all had to go through, knowing that y'all can't perform?
So I strained my quad 3 times. Well, I strained it twice junior year, like coming off an indoor season. And then didn't run high school season, came back summer. But you know, like I was out for like 4 months. So coming back in like summer track, everybody's like at their peak, like running their fastest. So like me, I'm out of shape, haven't ran in 4 months. So it's like I didn't even get back close to my old times. And then going into senior year, going into indoor season, I completely tore it. So I had to get like injections and everything, and then had to run the 800 my senior year. Just because I just wasn't ready to sprint again. And then going into college, like I'm thinking, you know, like, I'm gonna be straight, I'm gonna be ready to sprint. I didn't start sprinting till like February of this past year. Like I was terrified to sprint. Like my mental was just all over the place. I had to start seeing a sports psychologist. Like it was bad. And even now, like I'm just now getting back to the point where like I even feel comfortable like getting in the blocks. Like I've just been not there mentally. It's been real hard. Like I don't even remember what it's like to like compete at that level anymore. Like I don't remember what it feels like to get on the line and like just have a good race. So, you know, but just trying to like stay positive, and my teammates, you know, they helped me through a lot, and my coaches. I think that's really important too. Like when you go to compete at the next level, like you got to find a program that's not just strong at what they do, but you got to find coaches that are like willing to work with you. Like it's not too many coaches at, you know, on a big D1 Power 5 level that would be willing to take me in. like I haven't competed for a year and a half, 2 years, but the fact that I go to an ACC school and my coaches are still willing to work with me,
the
like
support system.
So like the support system, like it's unmatched. And I mean, I know I'll get back to where I was eventually, but it just takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, and
Oh, I love that for you.
That's crazy because it's like I try to like compare like what y'all doing to like what I do. I know like me getting hurt, I can be back. It depends. I can be back probably like after a season, or it depends how bad it is. But like with track is like y'all running, so like y'all just can't be.
You gotta be 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like football, like you can be you can be like 80, 75%.
You got other people to like kind of
But it's like with y'all have to be 100%.
Facts. I feel like I feel that that's the thing about track. I fell in love with the grind of like how it's just us. Like there's no way you could cheat. There's no way you could get away from the hurt. None of that. Like you can't just sit on the bench. You got to get out there and run. You got to get out there and run. So I fell in love with that because it's just like it pushes you to be where you're supposed to be at. It pushes you, like it teaches you just a lot about yourself. And like that's another thing, you have to be 100% physically, but you also have to be 100 100% mentally. Like it's no way around it. If you're not locked in, you're not locked in.
It's crazy how much like your mental just plays a part in everything. Like I was to the point where like there was nothing wrong with my body. Like I was 100% healed. MRIs were normal, X-rays, everything was normal. But I was psyching myself out.
Exactly.
Like I was like, oh, my leg, I don't want to get hurt. I feel something in my leg, and like your mind will like send messages to that part of your body. Now you thinking you feeling something the whole time. There's nothing wrong with you.
That's real.
So it's like you really like mental health is super, super important in any level, like high school level, college level. It's really important.
Where do you think college track runners go wrong when it comes to like the mental part of it?
Just not reaching out. Like there's just such this big stigma around like athletes. Like you got to be strong, and like people don't talk about mental health enough. So people don't know where to go for help, how to even ask for help. And it's like at the collegiate level, like if you're not performing, half the time these coaches, they not worried about you. Like so it's just hard, like just the mindset around like how athletes are supposed to be tough. They supposed to just thug it out, and it's not always like that. So I just think the whole mindset around athletes and injuries just needs to change in general. Like it's okay to reach out, it's okay to ask for help, it's okay to not be okay. Yeah.
Facts. I feel like a good example for what she was just saying was the whole Sha'Carri Richardson thing. Like she was going through it, like with the drug testing and stuff. She was going through it, and like nobody really cared about like how she lost her mom. They just cared about how she did on the track. And so like now she's back and she's better. She's doing what she was supposed to be doing like years ago. But I just feel like that's kind of lame because she was really going through it, and she was still out there performing and stuff. And like they kind of just they really didn't give a fuck. Really.
It's crazy because last week I was talking to somebody, and they was saying like the world don't see what you go through behind closed doors. They just see what the end result look like. They just see you winning your medals, stuff like that. They don't see what you put in and day out. So I feel like really the world ain't gonna never see that. But it's crazy. It's kind of messed up because like they just wanna as soon as you do something wrong, they got something bad to say about
it's like they forget like we're people. Like they just look at us as athletes, and that's why it's important to like find a coach, find trainers that look at you as more than just an athlete. And that's what I love about my coaches. Like the school I go to, it's really hard. Like academics is really hard. And it's like sometimes I'll show up to practice and I'm like, I just can't do this today. Like I'm having a bad day. I just failed an exam. Like I need a day or two off. And I'm like, okay, like, and my coaches went to Tech too. So that's why they're like real understanding about how the school is. And they just treat you like you're a human and not just an athlete, which is
not
super,
a robot.
Which is super important.
That was the same thing. Last week I did Georgia Tech football players, and they said the same thing. Like academics is crazy.
It's crazy.
Like they was saying like there's no throwaway classes. Like every class is like it's a headache.
All the easy classes are hard. Like
it's crazy. So what made you choose KSU?
Choosing KSU just felt like so natural. I went up there for official visit 2 Januaries ago, and I loved it. I loved the team. I loved the environment. I love just everything about KSU. And I feel like I came in with the family. I'm very blessed. I came in with the family, and we still family now. I just feel like I knew I made the right decision when I went to KSU.
Okay. What about you?
So Georgia Tech was actually like not a school I was considering at all until like the last time I got injured. Because that's when all the other schools were kind of like, oh, we don't know if we're gonna be able to offer you. Like, I'm just like, I don't want that, in the school. Like, if a coach looks at me and thinks that my injury is like a deal breaker, like, you're not the coach for me.
Right.
Like, it's inevitable. Everybody's gonna get injured at some point. But then, like, once I really started like researching the school more, talking to people who went to the school, like, and for academics, like, they have what I want to do. And I know that, like, I'll always be straight for the simple fact that, like, I graduated from tech. Like, that degree holds a lot of weight. And, like, there's so much more to life than just track. Like, I'm real big on academics. I always have been. So I think it's just, like, the perfect balance of, sports and school.
Yeah. So what's some things y'all want to get to outside of track? Like, track can be taken from you today. Like, what's something that you're going to do? Or you wanting to get into?
I want to travel. Like, just little things, like not being able, like, to go on vacation because you got to train year round. And,
true.
Like, like, just travel, just explore. I don't know, just, like, get more into, like, my major and network with different, like, companies for, like, what I want to do. So,
I want to get into content creating. Like, just showing people how I live, behind the scenes of, like, stuff that I go through. I want to share that with the world, like, kind of how y'all doing. I love that for y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. But so I want to get into content creating. Also, I'm in school for biology because I want to be a dental hygienist, so that too.
What is that?
I want to be a dental hygienist. When you go to the dentist, they clean your teeth.
Okay, that's all they do? Just to clean their teeth, or you do something else? Because it seems like that's a long word that you just don't clean your teeth.
It's just dental hygiene altogether. So if you have, like, infections, root canals, all that.
All right, I got you. Okay, I had to make sure.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So the topic today is being liked in real life and being liked on social media. Like, I like your posts on social media, and I like you in real life. So I know as females, most females, put on an image on social media, by hairstyle, changing their body. What's some things that y'all see that is, like, a problem? Like, what's the biggest problem in that?
I wouldn't say it's a problem, but this whole BBL thing.
Yeah, that's
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, I don't have a personal problem with it, but, like, these people are so beautiful. Like, I'll never understand, like, wanting to look like there's a Instagram, like, famous person, like, a certain way that they look now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But I just feel like we've steered from, like, just being ourselves, like, just heavily so influenced. And I feel like TikTok has a lot to do with it. You see a hairstyle on TikTok, like, oh, I want to get this, or just following trends. And, like, it's cool to follow trends. I follow trends. I know y'all follow trends, but I feel like there's a way that we could all make trends our own instead of just, chasing after the next one all the time. So just steering clear from always being so heavily influenced on stuff that you see on Instagram, because Instagram and TikTok is not real. It's not real life. Those people you see making videos and YouTubes and stuff, they're that's what they want y'all to see. But I know there's behind the scenes stuff. And, like, even I have times where I'm posting, I post Bible verses all the time when I'm having a hard day, a hard ass day, and I'm like, well, let me spread love and light, so it's just it's just
I mean, I've never been one to, like, post myself on social media. I don't know why. I just never really cared to, but definitely, like, you be thinking that these people got it all together in real life because of what they posting, and I want to be like her, I want to look like her, I want to dress like her. And then when you meet them in, like, real life, I mean, no hate or anything, but it's just like, you're just a normal person, like, you just make your life to be something that it's really not. So social media can ruin a lot of things, and it's a dangerous
heavy
place.
on ruin things.
What would you think? How would the world be if social media wasn't here?
A lot better.
We'll be a lot more interactive.
I think it's good for, like, networking, like, getting yourself out there, your name, you trying to do something. But other than that, it's just really messy. Pointless. Like, people are just
the exposure part of it is good.
No, for real though. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing with me. Like, I really don't really care about social media too much. It's just like, I know in this day and age I have to use it. The more I want to be, I have to. Like, I don't have no choice. So just, like, It's really crazy. And the reason I asked that because y'all, it goes towards more females, like than males and stuff like that. So it just, yeah.
Yeah, but question for you though. Yeah. So I know the pressure hot, like when people be like, "Oh, put it on," like everybody always expecting like dressed up and stuff like that. So like, how is that for y'all? Like on the male side?
I mean, I can't speak for other males. I can only speak for me. I mean, me personally, I like to see myself look good. I don't really care like if somebody else see it or like they like it, whatever. I really don't care.
Yeah, you right. Yourself.
Yeah, I do myself. I don't care. I can really pose me in pajamas. Like, as long as I look good, I think I look in pajamas, I look good. So just
and you'll be content with like 100 likes. It really don't matter.
Yeah, it really don't matter. Okay. Like, I really don't. People tell me, tell me like, people say this, people say that. I don't care. I mean, words don't faze me. Social media, whatever on social media is on social media. It's like, it is what it is. It's just, but like as a whole male situation, I know I have seen and witnessed people just like, they be a certain way on social media, and it's like,
you not like that.
You not like that.
You're not like that.
You not like that. So it's just that's what really blows me. Just like, come on now, like you live in this big old house, and you think like come on now, like don't do that. And that all comes down to like, it's more men that want to be like wannabes. I say boys. More boys that want to be wannabes. Yeah. Like, bruh, like set your own thing. Like, do your own, find your own lane. And that just, it kind of hurts my soul, because especially if I know you.
Yeah, and that's like, that would be, like, I know you in real life.
Yeah, and you put on the front, and it's just like, bruh, you can't fool me. Right. Like, you can't fool me. So I feel like that's the biggest thing. As a man, though.
I've seen that firsthand. Like, people obsess over likes. People obsess over other people seeing it. Like, y'all, this one time somebody posted something. She had her phone set up, refreshing the page like every 2 minutes to see how many likes she had. Like, that stuff real. People have real insecurities. Yeah, it's a real addiction. So. And
I feel like that make it worse though. Like, if you got insecurity and then it's like you post on social media, it's like you making your like problem really worse.
Yeah. Because when you don't get the likes that you want, the attention you want, it's like, what did I do wrong? Like, what did I do in my pictures that wasn't good enough? Like, people are brainwashed by social media.
That's crazy.
I really don't even care for likes. Like, if I get 800 likes, I'm like, I don't even know 800 people. So, like, I really don't care.
Nah, for real, that's crazy.
I really don't even care.
That's crazy. So how y'all feel about, like, TikTok, when TikTok, like, really blew up and just, like... It's really crazy. Like, the social media world is really crazy. Like, it's out of control. Oh my god! And it's just like, the more that I be on it, the more it's like, what the freak I'm doing on this? Like, why do I have this? But just like I said, I had to come back to like, all right. And then it's crazy because it really takes up your time.
Yeah.
Like, you could be scrolling and you be like, I've been on this for a whole hour.
Like, dang, it's dark outside.
Like, I'm supposed to be in study hall doing my work or just studying, and I'm on TikTok for 2 hours. I've wasted, so much time. Like, that's why I turned off all my notifications for all social media. Like, sometimes I just be forgetting I even have like TikTok or Instagram or Snapchat. Like, I turn all that stuff off and just try and focus.
I be deactivating my Instagram all the time. Just like a week out the month, just take a break because it's just too much.
You need to decompress your mind. Like, I'm telling people that, like, if you people, I don't want to get started. It's just like, if you going through something, like, and you always like, you on your phone a lot. Like you said, like, people refreshing their page over and over, try to see what's going on. Like, take your time, like, at least like an hour a day, or not even 30 minutes a day, and just like don't touch anything electronically. Like, just read a book or like,
go outside.
That's what I'm saying. Like, take a walk. So it's just like, you need that time each and every day to like decompress your mind, like get away from people, because like, in the day, like, it's you. And nobody, you can't help me with my mental, and I can't help you with your mental. Today is like, I can give you advice, I can give you tips, but in the day, you gonna put it to use.
It's just you.
So it's just like, that's crazy. So how I feel to go to GT in the city of Atlanta? It's not like a normal college town. It's a city.
It's a city. I love the city though. Like I really do like the city. I never expected to go to school in Georgia. Like I wanted to get away from home. I was like, no, like I'm gonna go across the country. Like y'all will never see me again.
Right.
But I mean, I like it. I really do. You know, the social part of it is definitely different. Like you know, people there are, you know, they focus on their books. Like they don't really like the party. I mean, it's a party school, like, you know, but it's not really like my type of party. Like you really got to go out of your way to have fun. Like for the people that I like to be around, you know. I wanna. But yeah, I mean, I love being in the city, and just for like networking, like different companies, like it's a great experience. And college is like what you make it. Like people be like, oh, I don't like school, I hate school. Like, well, what are you doing? Like, it's what you make it. You can have the best time of your life or the worst time of your life. Like, I could choose to sit in my dorm every day and be miserable. Oh, the people here are weird. They just so weird. They so different. But you know, you gotta go out of your way and make it fun. Like,
most definitely.
You'll have a great time.
Real.
What about casual? Some things is like, I mean, you can really put Kennesaw in Atlanta too, though.
Yeah, true.
Because like everybody mix in, like you got
20 minutes
up there.
So like how the school is.
Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking I'm finna go to like a PWI. I'm finna be with like, y'all, Kennesaw so ghetto, but I love it. But I love it because I feel like I'm at Dutchtown University. Because everybody up there.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, I feel like I'm at Dutchtown University. Go Bulldogs.
That's crazy. that's one reason I didn't need. Alright, I'm going to Fairmont State in West Virginia.
Period.
Next month. So it's just like, that was one reason why I couldn't stay home. Like, nah, I'm going to come home every week. I know I'm gonna come home.
Yeah.
Like, but if I had that time to just know that I'm up there, I'm 9 hours away, and I know I can't come home, then I'm gonna have to sit there and like, you know, actually be in tune with my school. So that was another reason why, because I was like, I'm up here every other week, maybe 3 times a week. I was like, nah.
But even then, you gotta make it what it is. Make it fun.
Yeah. That's crazy. Dang. I'm glad y'all head right. Y'all mentally is good. That's a big thing. Like, a lot of people don't ask, like, I know people ask how you doing, but like, how are you really doing? And I want to make sure, you know, whoever I bring on here, it's a free, open mind space. You can, whatever you want to talk about, you can get it out. Just don't talk about nothing crazy. If people gonna see it, but like, I just want to make sure like whoever I bring, like mentally is good, like physically. Like, whoever I bring on here mostly play sports. So just like, I know physically y'all working, but mentally, like, how y'all mentally doing?
Yeah.
Mentally, I'm not there yet. I'm gonna be honest with you. I spent majority of my like first fall semester, a little bit of my spring semester, like depressed, like really depressed. Cause I had a twin in Alabama. I was dealing with family stuff. I was dealing with track and school. And so like the whole juggling I wasn't really handling it well. But I found like as soon as I locked in with God, started working with God, that's when my life got right.
Best thing you can do.
Dead ass, like. Yeah. So I wake up, start my day with God, end my day with God. In the middle of the day, I'm talking to God. Like, I ask God for discernment every single day. And I just, you know, I've been sticking with him. He's been sticking with me. That's how I've been making it through.
Yeah, that's good. That's good about you.
Yeah, first semester was rough for me. Like, I really did not enjoy school like that at all. But then I realized, like, second semester, like, I'm partly to blame for that. Like, I was the one who chose to be in my dorm and, like, shut myself out from everybody. I'm the one who chose to go to Kennesaw every other weekend instead of, like, trying to make friends on campus. I mean, like, the workload, like, school, like, I was failing tests back to back to back. Like, about to fail a class. Like, y'all, I've never, like, ever been close to failing a class ever in my life. Like, it really takes a toll on you. But, you know, second semester, I really tried to, like, just put myself out there more, like, meet new people, network outside of track. That's important, too. Like, I feel like athletes don't try and network outside of their sport. Like, because one day, you know, your sport going to be over with. You got to go into the real world and, like, talk to people and actually have conversations with them outside of sports.
That's not about track.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you know, like, mentally, though, you know, I'm still trying to get better, especially, like, with track running, like, day by day. And that's what I'm working on this summer, like, practicing every single day, but really taking the time to, like, focus on what I need to focus on. And that's something I don't get to do during the school year because, you know, we all practicing together. The coaches got, you know, a bunch of athletes they working with, but me being able to, like, work one-on-one with the coaches now is really helping me a lot.
Yeah. What's the hardest thing running college track? Like when you get to the meets and it's just like it's different from high school, but high school meets and you get to college meet, what's the difference?
I miss high school track because of like just the environment. Like everybody knew everybody. It was so much rivalry. Like it's not really like that in college. You know, everybody's just so focused on them. Like they don't care what another school is doing, what another athlete is doing. But I mean, I can't really speak too much because I didn't compete, so I don't really know what it's like to compete at the meets. But the environment is definitely different. It's a lot different.
I would say the same for high school track compared to college track, because in high school it's like the pressure on, like you working for somebody to come and snatch you up so you can go to school. You know, you working for a scholarship, and we in college we already on the scholarship, so it's like it's not really more of. It's not like as I want to say it's competitive, but it's not as competitive. Like everybody just really in their own lane. Like we a team, but everybody in their own lane. Everybody, so it's a lot more chill, I would say. I love the traveling part. I traveled in high school, but we didn't get to as much because of Corona, because of COVID. So I love the traveling part. It's good for exposure. But as far as running. I like that we get to see different like universities, because I've been to Clemson, I've been to Virginia Tech, Nashville, so I like that part about it, that I just get to see other universities, see what they do at their school.
That's good. So what is y'all playing, you know, there's the run track, like try to make it to Olympian and stuff like that, or like run overseas, or like this is like once you done.
I think, I don't know. I've never wanted to run like professionally. Like that's just something I never wanted to do. Like you gotta be strong to like for that to be your career. Like you get up every day and you run for your career. Like
just for fun. Like
I mean, I don't know. Overseas maybe. My mom is from England, so you know I could always run for England. Like running for Team USA, I don't know. That's a little crazy.
That's crazy.
Maybe if I get to that point, if I get fast enough, then maybe I will consider, you know, running a couple international meets. But I don't know. I don't think I'll continue to run or anything after college. So.
That's crazy you asked that, because I was just talking about that with my coach. I feel like in high school I was like, oh yeah, I want to go to the Olympics, I want to do this, I want to be on Team USA, all that stuff. But like after being in college, I did figure out, like in high school I was just about track. When I got to university, I'm like, I gotta explore. I gotta find a life outside of track, and that's exactly what I did.
It's crazy because like now that I'm getting older, you know, talking to different people, just networking different people. It's like now it's bigger than football. Like now it's like I can make it and don't even have to make it to the lead and stuff like that. It's like I want to go. I want to make it to lead. That's the end goal. But it's like it's not gonna be over if I don't. And it's like I be trying to tell people, like I know some people is like it's football or it's nothing. Like you can't think like that. Like you
can't live like that.
It can be taken from you like that. So it's just like
it's always important to have a backup plan.
No, for real. So what y'all think a professional track runner looks like?
A professional track runner
looks like
appearance wise, or like
no, just
like mindset.
Yeah.
I don't know. You gotta be strong. Like
real strong.
To compete on that level, like even competing like on the collegiate level is a lot, like to your mental. I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. You just gotta be strong, and I don't know.
I think that's like the same as like being a celebrity, because everybody gonna be in your business. Back to Sha'Carri, when Allison Felix had a baby, everybody so sorry. But like back when Allison Felix had a baby, people was like talking on the internet like she not gonna come back how she was before. She not gonna be able to compete how she was before. I feel like that's a job. That's a real big job, and there are people who said that God has set out for them to do that. I don't necessarily know. I'm one of those people just yet. But you know, we're gonna keep having conversations. He gonna let me know soon.
Most definitely.
what it looks like. Just be mentally strong. How Gabriella said, like you just gotta be locked in.
Yeah,
that gotta be something you want for real.
Yeah, for yourself. Like,
you have to actually want something like that.
That's crazy. Cause I be watching them like Olympics and such. Like that joint different.
I'm saying
it's different.
People don't understand how hard track really is. Like they just be like, no, you just gotta be fast. Just go out there and run. It's so much to it. Like so much. Any little mistake you make, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
You really can't make mistakes. Like you can, but in your race while you're running, it has like that type of stuff has to do kind of be perfected. Because any little small thing,
from the way you step. Like
you can mess up
from the way you move your arm, how you bring your legs up, all of that type of stuff, it has to be perfected. So that's why I feel like a lot of us track runners are perfectionists, and when we don't do something right, we take it hard on ourselves because we're like, dang, like we practiced on this at practice, we did this at practice, but it's hard to execute what you do at practice at an actual meet.
Yeah, it's the hardest thing.
That's crazy. So what's advice you can give the little girl that wanna run track, that want to, follow behind them, want to look up to y'all? What's some advice you give her?
My advice to any girls that want to run track, just starting off, I would say don't worry about nobody else. Don't compare yourself to anybody else, because that's going to be one of the biggest things, like checking times before a meet, seeing who in your heat. Yeah. I'm telling you, that'd be the worst, y'all. I had my little phase. I used to check who in my heat, what time they run, just to see how I'm finna do, you know what I'm saying? Don't do none of that. Steer clear from making comparisons, steer clear from high expectations. Like, keep it realistic with yourself. If you got good times, you can go to a big D1 school, but if you have, okay times, and you can just go to like a D2 school and then move your way up to a D1 school, then do that too. It's all gonna work itself out. Take care of your body. Recovery is what you really need to stay on recovery. Stay on grades. Don't put track before your grades. I'm trying to tell you, don't put track before your grades. But like, have fun though. Like, you don't want to feel like you on the clock. Yeah. So. Yeah,
I would say just do it for you. And also, like, it's okay to like be passionate about your sport, about track, but find yourself outside of your sport. Because in high school, I was so like, track was my purpose. Like, that's what I woke up in the morning. Like, I would be excited to go to school because then that means I get to go to practice.
Yeah. Right.
But it's like, it's so much more to life and to the world than just track. So, have fun with track, but explore, outside possibilities, and, just take care of yourself. Your mental, like, that's a huge part of it. Your mental, your physical, everything really. But yeah, just do it for yourself.
Okay. And then if you take track out the picture, and that's just this little girl that doesn't know what to do, what's some things you give her?
That's hard.
I would just say stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Just stay true to yourself. It's so hard, especially like we was talking about the social media thing, being liked in person, being liked on social media. Stay true to yourself, or even, at least just try. Give everything that you try to do your best. Give it your all. Don't never go and half-ass nothing, you know what I'm saying? Consistency.
Yeah, you get it.
We're going to cut that out.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Chill. Okay. But consistency, that's a big part, like just staying consistent. Working on your goals, making short-term goals, long-term goals, just sticking to what you want to do. Never letting nobody tell you can't do nothing.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Just stay focused, and like, even if you don't know what you want to do in life, like, you'll figure it out eventually. Like, for me, I think the hardest part was like seeing other people like doing good, and I'm like, dang, I just feel like I'm not doing enough. But it's like, I am where I am for a reason, and like, everything will happen on my timing when it's right for me.
When it's supposed to.
Yeah.
So
yes, ma'am.
Just focus on you and your journey. You can't compare yourself to nobody else. So
yeah, that's good. I appreciate y'all taking the time each after our day to do this with me, and it's a blessing.
Thank you for having us. It is a blessing.
Yeah. So I give y'all wishes on, when y'all go to school and y'all have a great season, amazing season, and come back from your injury and you 100%. And I hope I know y'all gonna do some good things, some great things.
Thank you.
So Yeah, where can they find y'all at?
What you mean?
Like where? Social media, Instagram, you know.
I mean, I don't post on social media. Like I really don't. I don't know why I even have an Instagram account. But I guess Instagram. That's really all I get on. Twitter.
Yeah. So what's your name on it?
What is my name? Gabby Rose with like 3 Y's, 3 E's. Yeah.
All right.
Dang, okay. And you can find me at admire.ans. I think it's 2 S's, but if it's not, that's okay. Yeah. But it should just be admire.ans.
Yeah. Like I said, it's going to be a great episode. So I make sure y'all please go like and subscribe right now. I don't know why y'all watch this whole video. Y'all ain't subscribe. So yeah, make sure y'all go ahead and do that. And like I said, it was blessed to have y'all on here. And I wish y'all good luck and throughout y'all season, through life in general. And like I said, 21 Coach Podcast on all platforms. You can find it on any place, anytime, any day. You did, we out.